Praise the Lord. Brethren, we have come today to talk about what is really happening in our societies today, that sometimes you will ask yourself, what is God saying about these things? We have a society full of blended families, societies that are full of mixed families, to the extent that a child asked me, if my father has 3 wives, and the daughter or the son of my father's daughter, and what should I call them and all that, then what can I call the second or the third wife of my father, the mother, her mother and father, what should I call them? All those things, step grandmother, step grandfather, step grandfather, I call them mixed families. I don't know. A lot has been happening in the society we find ourselves today. It may be because of broken marriages. You see foster children, you see surrogate children, you see children that are from, what do they call them, baby mamas, the ones they call maybe broken families, and or a product of school days, secondary school love, and you see the person getting pregnant and having the children, and maybe the person that is responsible for the pregnancy refuses to take charge and do the needful, and it now makes the child not to grow up in a normal family setting. What's God saying when relationship mixed up? What does God say about it? What does the Bible say? What did these things happen in the past? Someone asked me this question. That is what brought about this video I'm doing right now. When things get confused and we tend to pretend and cover it up as if everything is going normal, let me tell you something. God makes clear in the Bible that sexual intimacy and child raising belongs to the context of one man, one wife, lifelong marriage relationship. That's the best, setting for raising children. That's the normal. Me, my father, my mother, my siblings, and maybe uncles and aunties is very normal. It's not complex. It's not complicated for a child to understand. But when it starts having a polygamous family, step brother, step sister, second step, third cousin, and all those things, the child tends to be confused. That's what made this child to ask me this question. The Bible teaches it, and we experience it, that the normal family setting is a man, a woman, and the children, and everything is okay. Then, does that mean that God has nothing to do with, He doesn't have a plan for those people that are in such complex and complicated relationships? They find themselves into it. Some persons doesn't clear their eyes and do these things. Some persons doesn't plan for it. Like, there's a man that came to my office one day. I was like, that he found himself in a situation of having 2 wives. He never planned for it. Circumstances, situations, something happened along the line that made it to happen that way. Now, most preachers don't talk about this. We praise family values, we exalt one man, one family, we praise them, we applaud them. But we have to talk about this one on the altar. Let those people don't feel like we are not part of God's plan. It can cause depression. It can cause them to even keep diving into that sin. What am I talking about? Are we saying we should go and imitate those sinful characters? No, we cannot imitate it. But the truth of the matter is, we have to talk about it so that people that find themselves in this situation, somebody can enter into prostitution, is not what they planned for. But at that point in time, the person might feel, based on his or her knowledge, she might feel that that's the best way to get what she wants. Then, this society saying you use what you have and get what you want. That is not true. But if we don't talk about it, they might be diving into deeper sins, feeling that after all, there's no other way for them. There's no way out. It's not true. Let the preachers tell us what is the plan of God for these people that have found themselves in these situations. Are you getting me? Someone defined a preacher as a nice man who tells nice people how to be even more nicer. No. Let me tell you something. Jesus did not come for just the saints. He didn't come for the people that are good, those that are spotless, those that doesn't have any sin in them, those that doesn't, do everything right, sanctimonious people. If you go to the book of Luke chapter 5, verse 32, it tells you that Christ did not come for those that are not sinners. He came for those. After all, he asked us, is it not sick people that goes to the hospital? He's a sick person that goes to look for a doctor. So he did not come to, for all those people that are saints, holy, righteous. He came to search out for those kind of people we are talking about now. So we preachers, we should tell them the truth. Go out for them. Let's search for them. This is a message of hope. Let's give hope to these people that have found themselves in hopeless situations. Some of them didn't ask for it. Those children that are born in those homes, they didn't plan it. It's not what they wanted. Circumstances and situations have made them to see themselves there. So what do we have for them? What is God saying about it? See, the Bible proclaims amazing grace. That amazing grace that shows us so many mix up and folks. It has made a lot of mess and mistakes. There's a special grace God has for these people. Those people that have found themselves like that. In a time like this, where so many men are entangled and affected divorce. They have been affected by divorce, blended families, trouble relationship, and kids and other family issues. We need a gospel that will show them hope, a gospel that will calm them down. This is a series we are doing here. I'm coming again to tell us what God is saying about this. See, in the Old Testament days, we find a lot of people that found themselves in this kind of mess. What did God say about it? Our preachers today, what do you have for these people? What is their faith? Are we telling them that God doesn't love them? Are we telling them that there is no plan for God for them? Are we telling them that because they have found themselves in that place, they are living a life of sin? But what am I trying to say here? I'm not saying that every normal person should now go and start indulging himself in premarital sex, prostitution, mixed up family, polygamous. No, that's not what I'm saying. The Bible never even said it. The truth is this: Christ came for sinners. Yes, the Lord is asking you and I to give them hope. Tell them that they can come out of this calamity. Yes, that God can still accept them. Mark chapter 2 verse 17 said it also. You understand? That Christ has come for them. If you find yourself in this situation, you're a single mother, you fend for your children, there's one woman in my village. She said when they tell her that, fornication and adultery, you have to stop it. He said, no, that sin, she cannot confess it to. God should leave that one for her. That she's using it to train her children. Did you see that? What do you have to say about that? We have to give this kind of person the message of hope. And that is where we come in. We should not always be preaching, somebody that is sick, eat salad, eat vegetable, and put fish, those fresh fish, the big ones, put it on top and eat it, you gain yourself. No. Why not you help that person out if you have that money? Why not? Let's give this, you preach hope, give hope. That's the truth. If you preach hope, give hope. So we preachers, we believers, we Christians that call ourselves Christians, go out there, preach the message of hope. Let's stop condemning. Let's stop, telling the person, you are in polygamous family, your own is gone. Bible did not say so. God has plan for everybody, and no child is a mistake. If you are a child that find yourself in such a family, you are not a mistake. God has a plan for you. We will find out more about this in the next video. God bless you.